We've got a lot to get to this morning. Fascinating new poll, though, showing exactly how loyal Republicans remain, even increasingly so to Donald Trump as we approach Iowa here. Nearly 3 years after the January 6th insurrection, new polling suggests the Capitol attack may still be a liability for Donald Trump in the next election, but not with his base or in this primary. In the latest Washington Post University of Maryland survey, 50% of adults say the protesters who stormed the Capitol were, quote, mostly violent, while that overall number is down from a December 2021 poll. That's largely because fewer Republicans now believe that to be true. When asked if Trump bears responsibility for the attack on the Capitol, 14% of Americans say yes. Of Republicans, only 14% of Republicans. That's down 13 points since 2021. Still, 56% of independents say Trump is to blame for the events of January 6th. And though Trump appears to have had some success falsely convincing Americans the last election was stolen from him, 62% overall and 66% of independents still say Joe Biden was legitimately elected in 2020. So, Charlie, that's just a few of the numbers there from a sprawling Washington Post poll here that kind of tells us what we know to be true, that Donald Trump's support among the base, among Republicans, has only strengthened, and that his rewriting of the history of January 6th, whose third anniversary, by the way, is coming up this weekend, has taken hold and has become the truth to a lot of, I guess, Trump Republicans, if you want to call them that. But if Donald Trump does come out of that Republican primary field and get to a general election, this question of democracy, of what happened around the last election of January 6th, will be a liability to him.
It will be. Look, it's an old story that Republicans are loyal to Donald Trump, that this is Donald Trump's party. But what is really striking is that poll, which shows his ability to rewrite history, as you mentioned. I mean, this is a post-reality world that we live in here, because we saw January 6th with our own eyes. We watched it. It's on videotape. In the wake of January 6th, people like Mitch McConnell, even Kevin McCarthy, came out and said, yes, Donald Trump was responsible for all of this. The evidence is voluminous. But we live in a world in which tens of millions of people will deny the evidence of their own eyes, will deny the testimony of people who were there, and in fact will ignore leaders of their own party. So this is part of the new reality, the post-reality reality that we live in. And Donald Trump has proven rather remarkably successful in being able to push this revisionist story. So 2024 will be about whether or not if people can push back. And obviously people like Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger are out there as vigorously as possible. We will have a trial. This will be relitigated again, I hope. But we see the level of the challenge in that poll.
And Jonathan Lemire, you wrote the book, The Big Lie, of course, on everything that happened around the 2020 election and January 6th. And what you see as well is a sympathy among Trump supporters, among Republicans, for the people in jail right now. He's sort of recast them as hostages. He's called them the J6 hostages. There's the J6 choir. All of that turned them into martyrs. And some people among his supporters, many of them, are buying that argument. But again, the question remains, it may be good for him in Iowa coming up in a couple of weeks. It may work for him even in New Hampshire as he goes through this primary season. But if you look at this Washington Post poll, it fits with what we've seen previously, which is that independents, obviously Democrats, but independents believe he bears some responsibility for what they see as a terrible day in American history.
Yeah, within the Republican Party, the big lie has become doctrine, and those poll numbers reflect it, that so many in the GOP don't think Joe Biden was duly elected president, that the RNC changed some of the language in their platform, that downplayed the violence that we saw on January 6, 2021, saying it was normal, peaceful protests. So certainly, as we see, as Trump barrels into Iowa with a commanding lead and seemingly New Hampshire after that, it's not hurting him within the Republican Party. But this poll is illuminating that it may hurt him with independents. And right now, President Biden certainly has a base problem. And his aides know that they need to re-energize those core Democratic values, young voters, progressives, voters of color. But they feel pretty good about where they are among independents, in part because independents, particularly next year, when presented with that binary choice, Trump, Biden, that they feel like they simply won't be able to break for Trump again. And January 6th is part of that. And more than that, It is this idea that he remains a threat to democracy. And the Biden campaign is really leaning into that. In fact, brand new this morning, we know that he will be giving a speech this Saturday, President Biden, in Philadelphia, outside Philadelphia, at Valley Forge. Of course, a place of historic significance, a place so fundamental to this country's founding. And he will speak on the January 6th anniversary there and warn about the ongoing threats to democracy, the latest in a series of speeches he has done there. And then on Monday, he'll head to South Carolina, Mother Emanuel Church there in Charleston, the site of that racist mass shooting some years ago. And he will again say that the extreme forces that have been unleashed by the far right fueled that shooting too. And that is what is at stake in this year's election.